everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Sorry, I've been a bit MIA here, guys. I have had the worst time with being sick. I had the flu back to back. Thought it was pneumonia at one point and then ended up getting checked out. Turned out to just be a really severe case of bronchitis. So you might still hear it in my voice a bit, but I do feel a lot better. So I really wanted to get back into doing readings for you guys. So this isn't technically for the first half of April. This is what I would consider to be a timeless reading. Take from it what makes sense for you personally. I'm not really concentrating on any particular time frame whenever you happen to run across it, all right? But these are the two decks that I'll be using. They are both my decks. This one is the Silhouettes deck. This one is my new one, Scenarios, the Veil of Deceit and Desire. So this particular one has upright and reversed interpretations if you haven't seen me use it yet. So very similar to tarot. And of course, I'll clarify everything with tarot decks. So let's begin, guys, and let's go ahead and take a look and see what the messages are for you. Hello, Virgo. Let's get into your messages here, guys. And hopefully I'll be able to tap into your situation. All right, so let's begin. Let's take a look and see what needs to come through this time for this timeless reading. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. All right, what do you need to know? What needs to come through? We have the autumn season represented here, guys. So September, October, November, those could be significant months for you or the connection. We do see Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius represented as well. So there's something significant here for you, that's for sure. That could also be an indication of what's to come. So during autumn season of this year. All right, let's grab a couple more for Virgo. Ooh, we've got that Apocalypse card, which can represent a tower moment of some sort that you've been through, perhaps. Either you're heading into this tower, so it could be a red flag that you're being directed to pay attention to, or you've already experienced this. It could have happened during the autumn season for some of you guys. Let's grab one more card here. Tower moment, something fell apart, and it does say the tower will fall when you ignore the red flags every time without fail. And then this one says, I licked it, so it's mine. Somebody's feeling territorial. I can also pick up off of the energy here, Virgo, that perhaps someone's jealous that maybe you've moved on. You could be with somebody else at this point, and maybe they're just kind of looking from the outside in, and maybe they can't handle it. So this could even be like that inner turmoil that they're feeling because they can't be with you. I'm just getting that for some. So let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Tarot Teacher, the revised edition here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. You yourself, too, might find clarity this autumn season. Something might present itself here to you. Wow, we've got the Three of Swords. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn for some of you guys. You definitely experienced some sort of heartbreak with this person. You're not with them anymore, more than likely. But I could tell you that when they hurt you, when they broke your heart or created this tower moment, yes, it hurt you like hell. But I'm also feeling that life really taught them a lesson, and whatever actions or behaviors created this, they ended up hurting themselves way more. Way more. I feel that if this person was in this devil energy, meaning that maybe they had their own inner demons, that they had some unhealed wounds, perhaps, unhealthy attachments, that life really handed them something very difficult, especially once you guys parted ways. Part of their pattern was to get into these unhealthy relationships. It could have been that they were getting involved with people that they know that they shouldn't have gotten involved with. Could have been third parties, could have been multiple partners at the same time. I mean, it was just a mess. And somehow you might have gotten caught up in that and it ended up hurting you. But what I'm seeing here is they're hurting way more than you ever have been hurt, if that makes sense. They shot themselves in the foot, in a sense. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. What else do we need to know? Yeah, somebody definitely did a number here. Two of Swords. So this is a situation that is not moving. It is stuck, okay? But I feel that that's a good thing, Virgo, that if it's stuck, if it's stagnant, you're better off without, you know, you're better off without this person. It's stuck for a reason. It's almost like the universe stepping in and helping you out when it comes to this particular scenario. It may not feel good at the time, or it may not feel good now, but it's one of those things where it's saving you from getting even more hurt, because they're kind of on this trajectory towards destruction, if that makes sense. They're just not in a place where they can offer you something substantial or something solid. This makes sense for me as well, that we've got the Ace of Cups. Okay, look at this. You've got the Six of Swords, so this can represent those calmer waters. You've got destruction right here, that Tower with the apocalypse message. That is not a calm energy. That is destruction. That's something pretty chaotic, you know. And what this is telling us, Virgo, is maybe you have really focused on yourself, as you should, because this is telling you that you took the time to be able to dedicate towards your healing and your growth and being able to find self-love, being able to fill your own cup in the meantime so that you can focus on your own healing. You're going through this very important transition in your life, and the only way for you to kind of reclaim your sanity is to move forward from this person, this connection, because if they're in that devil energy, that's something that they're going to have to figure out on their own, you know. And I'm a Virgo as well. I can relate to this. We tend to want to help people, you know, and but in this type of situation, it was not our job. It's not our job to fix this person. The only thing that you need to focus on is being able to help yourself and being able to overcome some of the hardships that you have endured as a result of this connection. I could tell you, though, that they still think about you. They do still think about you. And maybe there's a part of you that still thinks about them. And maybe you will always feel connected to this individual. But right now, you know, they've got their own issues that they need to address. Maybe someday, you know, but right now, that's a part of the journey that you're on. That's a part of the path for you to focus on your own healing. And sure, it's nice to have memories and to be able to revisit that, but this person has to be able to focus on their own stuff, their own issues, and to not burden you with those issues, and for you to not allow yourself to be dealing with anyone else's issues but your own, you know? That's what I'm getting from that. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we can find out. But they're feeling your emptiness. They still think about you. And I do feel for some of my Virgos that you still think about them, and that's okay. But I'm also getting that you're not going to compromise your own happiness anymore, or to make poor decisions just to be able to save this person, because you can't save them. You can't save somebody who doesn't want to be saved, or doesn't realize that there's an issue in their behavior. All right, let's go ahead and continue, and let's see what else for Virgo. Okay, so we have a reverse card, which is undeniable desire. Okay, but it is in the reverse. So lust, not love. one night stand, sexual tension. Take that if it makes sense. That could have been what the apocalypse reference was talking about and why things just aren't moving anymore, especially if you've lost contact with this person, if you guys haven't had anything more than just that one night stand perhaps. Okay, but the thing is, and I've been feeling this a while for my Virgo readings, I mean a while, where some of you guys might have gotten yourself mixed up in a situation, could have been a third party, could have just started off as a physical connection, but somewhere along the line, real feelings were developed there, and that made it even more difficult to part ways, but it had to happen. It had to happen. All right, let's grab a couple more cards here. For Virgo, what else do we need to know? We have another reverse card, which is soul spouse. Okay. So in the reverse, it does say lingering tension, divorced soulmates, past karmic soul connection, unfinished past life lessons. It could be any of those things for your situation with the person that you are thinking about. So some of you guys, when you connected in this lifetime, you might have felt like, you know, it was like reconnecting with an old soul that you've already known in a past life because you guys have connected before, maybe many lifetimes prior to this one. And there's some unfinished business clearly that needs to be addressed in this lifetime. And part of what you were meant to experience with this person was that tower moment. Let me grab one more. Angels and spirit guides, please. For Virgo. One more card, please. Okay, and we have the climb also coming up in the reverse. So it says, hit rock bottom, insurmountable issues, struggling to rise above. So that could be where this person is at. They created this tower moment, you know, and now they're going to have to figure out how to climb out of this energy that they created, this experience that they created for themselves. So this person could be struggling a little bit. If you've wondered, you know, how has this person been since we've either not interacted or lost contact, it hasn't been smooth sailing, okay? I do feel that they have struggled in life, certainly when it comes to their choices in love. They might have gotten themselves involved in more one-night stands, more third-party situations. You know, they're trying to find love. They're trying to settle down, but at the same time, their behavior just doesn't match up to that. All right, so let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU tarot for Virgo. Oh boy, look at that. The Four of Cups. I'm telling you, this person, it's like they're kicking themselves in the butt. They have so many regrets over how they really missed out on being with you. And this is their energy. I mean, if you look at that photo, I mean, head down in the dumps, just rock bottom. They have hit rock bottom, and they're not quite sure how to fix this between the two of you. Some of you guys could be dealing with Gemini specifically. We do see the Magician representing those two signs. So, you know, in a way, this person wants to have another chance with you. You know, they're perhaps fantasizing about having you back in their life, but they just don't know how to do it. They're heavily focused on this tower, the catastrophe, the destruction that they created, and why they're ultimately not with you. So we've got three cards here. The climb in the reverse, the apocalypse, and the tower, they all represent hitting rock bottom. And there's only one way to go but up. But until they're able to actually stand on their own 2 feet and figure it out, that's their burden to carry. That is their problem to solve. So it is clarifying, Virgo, that, you know, yes, you experience this. That's a part of your life's history. That's a part of what it is that you were meant to experience in this life. But that's an old cycle, and it's now ready for you to open up a new cycle where you can find happiness. Look at that. You've got the Star. You really are being directed onto this more fulfilling, happier path, and to ensure that your wishes really can manifest something more tangible in this lifetime. Certainly when it comes to your love life. You could connect with an Aquarian. You could have Aquarius in your chart, of course. Wow. Wishes still have the capability to come true for you. All right, let's see what else. And stick around after this section. We're going to go ahead and give you guys the opportunity to ask your own questions and have that be more of an interactive part of the reading. And I have a card flying off my desk. 1 second. And it is the Knight of Cups. So I'm feeling, especially for my feminines, this is a masculine who wants to be able to romance you again. Now, if you're not interested in reconnecting with someone from your past, this could be telling you that by just following this new path that you will find love, that you will find the romance of a lifetime. Ooh, you've got the 10 of Pentacles here as well. We do see financial windfall for Virgos coming through. So maybe your money matters, your work environment, whatever it is you're focused on to be able to increase your finances and opportunities, that's going to get better. That's going to be presenting itself either now or in the coming weeks. This, I feel, is a close energy that's on its way to you. So that looks great. 10 of Pentacles, though, in your romantic life represents a perfect match, I feel. It represents a very strong bond between you and somebody. It's a very happy time. It's security, it's stability in your love life. So I love that. That in and of itself could represent this climb energy where you're climbing out from some of the obstacles that you have experienced. And here we are with the 6 of Swords. You're heading more towards that calmer energy. You are moving on. You are moving forward. You are not wanting to engage. You're not wanting to get involved in situations that could get you mixed up in that Tower moment. Once again, what you're focused on here is finding true love, being able to find your ideal mate, your ideal partner, and I feel that that is on its way to you. So in a way, it's like saying goodbye to somebody that perhaps you had so much love for at one point in time, but there was something about it that just did not work. And yes, you had to experience that. There was a lesson tied into that, but the universe has now seen what you've been through, and it's telling you, it's like, okay, Virgo, here you go. It's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to be able to claim this love that you deserve. That is what I see there. Okay? All right, guys. So let's go ahead and give you guys the chance to ask your own questions here. I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards. I'm going to use my Definitive Answers Oracle deck like I did for all of the other signs. If you guys are familiar with, I believe it's called the Magic 8 Ball, where you shake it up and then you get the answer at the bottom. I think it came out in the 70s. I have one. It's corny, but it is what it is. It was a lot of fun. So similar to that. So go ahead and ask your question, and it helps if it could be answered in like a yes/no format. It doesn't have to just be about your love life. It can be about anything. So either say it out loud if you're more comfortable doing that, or think about it, and then let's go ahead and see what comes through. If it is not the answer that you're hoping for, I always say that it could either be a timing thing, or that could be a sign. That could be the universe's way of telling you, it's like, wait a minute, you know, don't settle for less. There's something or someone greater for you. Okay, so get ready. Here we go. Question number 1 for Virgo, for the collective. What is the answer for question number 1? And it is a yes. Okay, so hopefully that's a positive response there. All right, so if you have a second question, go ahead and ask it. And let's see what presents itself here for you, Virgo. Look at this. It says, no, it's over. Okay, so that's a very matter-of-fact answer. It may not be what it is that you want to hear, but the sooner, it's like one of those things where the sooner you accept it, that it really is not going to go anywhere, like the Two of Swords that we've seen, then that's what creates movement. That is what creates forward progress for you to finally experience what you really are meant to have. So I hope that makes sense. All right, so question number 3, if you have one, and then we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. And we have a no, okay? So yes, no, it's over, and we have a no. Very matter-of-fact answers coming through here, and that includes the yes. All right, so hopefully, guys, whatever your questions are, that this is giving you the clarity that you needed when it comes to those particular issues that these questions or these answers are attached to. All right, so I'll leave that there. I do hope that there was something in the messages that came through that helps you out. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below, as well as the link to the decks that you see here. Thank you guys so very much. I do appreciate all of the well wishes that were sent my way during this time of recovery as I've been sick, and I really do hope that I can move forward for the rest of the year and just be healthy. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.